Hi, I'm Jesse Johnson. I am from the Mountain Party of West Virginia, the Green Party affiliate of the United States. And I'm really happy to be here in Chicago for this great historic event. And I'm running for governor of West Virginia. I have won 2 nominations in a row now for governor. I ran for U.S. Senate in 2006 against Robert C. Byrd. And I'm running the first ever concurrent campaign for both governor and president of the United States for the Green Party. Whoa. And I'm doing that to bring the light on the Green Party and the light on the emphasis that we as a party are the answer. We are the answer to a broken system. And if you want to see a broken system in action, come to West Virginia. Okay? I would welcome you to West Virginia anyway because it's a beautiful, beautiful place with fantastic people. But our political system in West Virginia, this duopoly, this bipartisan system in West Virginia, is a shining example of what you have when you have a Democrat who is the governor of West Virginia presently, who is pro-life, anti-union, and the list goes on and on. Embroiled in a controversy where the flagship university of WVU awarded his daughter an MBA that she neither earned nor paid for nor even signed up for all the classes. So this is a microcosm of what's wrong with our nation. In West Virginia, the real thing that got me started in the presidential campaign, you'll see here on the cover of the Washington Post, is mountaintop removal mining. Okay? This is classic devastation on a level that it is hard to conceive of unless you are there and you actually see it with your own eyes. You have Atlanta and North and South Carolina and drought conditions, emergency conditions, and it's due to the fact that we're burying the headwaters to half of the population of this nation to extract electricity in the form in which we're doing it, and wasting a valuable product called carbon by pulverizing it and blowing it in blast furnaces. We could have a new economy, not only for the state of West Virginia, but for this nation, rebuilding a middle class, rebuilding our manufacturing base by saying a fond farewell to the steel industry, because it's gone to China and it's not coming back, folks. So let's break new ground, because that's what we do best. And in West Virginia, we can do that as well. West Virginia is ground zero for global climate change. What happens in West Virginia you may not think affects you or the rest of the world. It does. It is ground zero for global climate change and for the devastation of what little water we still have on this planet that's potable. So thank you for this time, and I hope that I get your support, and thank you very much. I want to make 3 points very quickly. One, to the first question, and that is one of the things we have to do is continue to do what we're doing, but do it better. Because right across the state of West Virginia and across the nation right now, people are registering about 4-to-1 independents and third parties over the 2 parties that you hear about endlessly. Secondly, imagine, if you will, the pressure in regards to the oil, peak oil, et cetera, and the industry and the price of gasoline, if you had a governor who would stand up and fight and say, we are setting standards that must be met by the automobile industry, or we will not license those vehicles in our state. And thirdly, in regards to the war, and if you can also imagine, in West Virginia, we had a governor who went to Iraq and autographed bombs from the people of West Virginia for his photo op. Well, if I'm the governor of West Virginia, the photo op, the front page news that you will see is a governor who is standing up to the president and the Congress and saying that the DC-130s that are half of the supply train to Iraq, the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, will no longer be flying and challenge the president, because it is the governor who controls the National Guard within the state. First of all, absolutely, it's difficult. And for instance, in the state of West Virginia, when half of the advertisement, more than half of the advertisement within the newspapers and the periodicals and the news organizations, whether they be television or radio, more than half their advertisement is paid by the very industries that are ruining the state, the nation, and our planet. You have a problem, and you're going to have an outreach problem to the people via the media, because the media, and no offense, but the media has to butter their bread. They have to keep their jobs. They have to do whatever they can to report the news that they're allowed to report. Additional brief point, Greg Palast has recently documented the fact that while we tend to be focused on the fact that you have these narrow elections with very small margins, that it is documented that there are 3 to 3.5 million uncounted votes.